not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of another purge of the BS, sanctioned by the First Amendment. Frustration levels 0 to 100 have been authorized for use during this purge. All weapons are restricted. Government officials have not granted immunity from the purge of the BS and shall undoubtedly receive the smoke. Commencing at the sound of the gong, any and all BS, especially unnecessary goofiness, will be purged without prejudice. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be available, but they will be busy because they too will be watching the purge of the BS. Blessed be those who have already been victims of some BS. May God be with you all.
We are here for another purge of the BS. Welcome everybody. Thank you for jumping in the chat early. Sebastian, Al, I see y'all in there. Purple Groovy came in nice and early. Got them together. IMZ, I see you in there, baby. Let's get this thing started. Now look, I'm gonna bring y'all in close. I'm not gonna take a bunch of time on the intros today, but I will say this. Keep in mind all of your contributions to this channel, and that includes super chats, donations, and cash apps, as well as merchandise purchases, all go to the wonderful cause of expanding fair chance employment for persons with employment and physical and mental disabilities. So help this channel out, you're helping out your community. Keep that in mind as we go forward, because this content is not coming to you for free. There's a cost here. So guys, I want y'all to think about this. I've been watching a lot of these streamers lately, trying to get better with what I'm doing. But what I'm also starting to notice is there's some real inherent dangers of expanding the content outside of your studio. So it's like, you don't want to stay cooped up, but for whatever reason, it seems like it's a little more dangerous to get out into the street. So I'm gonna go into it, guys. Thank you once again. Make sure you hit that like button when you step in here to another purge of the BS. So guys, as I was saying, I need y'all to buckle up a little bit, because I'm going to try to not scare you with this show, but I have to be honest about all sides of what this content creation can be like. Today is a different show because I got in some trouble recently by talking about AI. So I'm not going to talk negatively about AI. AI is now a protected class similar to the Alphabet Crew. So we'll keep that in mind. We're going to have to find another way to call AI AI, okay? But nonetheless, what I wanted to cover today was content creators in their pursuit of, I guess you would say, greatness. Some of them become great, but some of them end up in these horrible situations, finding digital predators that basically can find one mistake in your content, and before you know it, they're unaliving people on the live streams. Now, this happened years ago on Facebook once or twice, but it was just kind of like it was a random thing at the time. But I've noticed there's been a definite uptick in this, at least the last, I'd just say like the last year or so. If it wasn't for social media in general, maybe I wouldn't know about this kind of stuff. But in the last year or so, there's been at least 5 content creators doing IRL streaming, and they've been harmed. Some of them fully unalived. And so we're going to get into it. But before we get into the dismal part of it, because that's where we're going to go, is I wanted to highlight something. And Al, I'm not talking about the ones that are just doing like bad pranks. That group, that's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the folks that are like, let's say they show up at a protest or they show up at an event and they're not doing bad pranks. They're just interacting with the crowd, or, they might have a different opinion than the crowd, like a political rally, something like that, right? And people will literally hunt them down for, let's say, something that maybe happened on a live the day before, where somebody was in their chat, they said something to them, and the next day they're out on the street doing content, and that person can track them right on down. And boom, you end up witnessing an Erderme right online. So as a content creator, these are things that we have to consider. But before we get to the darkness, I wanted to highlight something. I really did. Recently, there was the BET Awards. Now, granted, most people don't even watch the BET Awards anymore, but it's still a thing, okay? And I didn't watch the actual BET Awards, but what I did see was a change. And it's a very important change that we need to gravitate toward. There were some young black males, one in particular whose name is Kai Cenat. You may know him. He's one of the biggest streamers online right now. Recently did Streamer University. He's really been kind of helping out. I like the way he's doing it. It's kind of giving back in a way to the online content creator community because I guess he understands how hard it is to really grow and make this thing profitable, right? So he was, of course, being the biggest streamer, invited to the BET Awards to actually present an award to Playboy Cardi or somebody like that, right? But before the festivities, he had his close right-hand man, a gentleman named Tylil, who had shown up at the awards with his niece, right? Young girl, cute baby. And he was then told that he could not grace the red carpet with this child. So a lot of people were upset about, one, the fact that they stopped Tylil from being able to come across here with this minor child. But what I wanted to highlight was his response when faced with this adversity. Because you expect most black males in that position to kind of crash out a little bit. But I feel like I grew a new respect for the guy. I'm going to be honest with you. So I want you guys to see this with me. And you can make your own inferences. Some people don't even know who these streamer folks are, because if you don't watch that kind of content, then no, you don't know who they are. If you're not watching the BET Awards, you're not watching this kind of stuff, then no, you don't know who they are. But there's enough people that know who they are that they got invited to the damn BET Awards. So let's just give that props right there, okay? So I'm gonna bring y'all to this clip with Tylil. Y'all stay with me here. And don't forget, hit the like button. Hey, Sebastian, I like that suggestion. I like that suggestion because, like I said, I figured it out about the AI situation, and we just have to be a little more strategic about our speech regarding the A of I. Okay? And I like your idea. I'm going to use that on the next episode as well. So this gentleman here is Tylil. Let me make sure y'all can see him. And he gets to the BET Awards with his, you see the little niece. She's cute as a button, so you can't be mad at her. And he's denied entry, even though he has credentials that he's holding around his neck to basically be where he is. And I just want y'all to see the exchange and the response. And we're going to decide, is this the type of response that we're looking for from young black males versus, you know, crashing out like we always see.
So what is this for?
This is for you. This is for you to walk over right now.
But that's what. Listen, but listen. The lady said that's what this is for. That's what she said.
I'm telling you what's happening. I don't know who she
I
is.
don't understand.
I'm trying to
Ooh,
Let me talk to you.
she don't work here.
No. Let me talk to you. She's just.
Let me just pause it. The first thing that the lady, he asked the question, what is this for? And the lady answered him, that's for you to walk the red carpet. I heard that myself. Okay, so what's the problem? Let's find out.
It's a production person, so listen. I'm gonna take a picture with you right here with her, like you're on the red carpet.
I'm sitting here waiting for Kyle.
You're making this very challenging.
How? I'm waiting for Kyle. I just got credentials. You said you don't know what those credentials mean. Somebody just literally gave this to me
I don't know
and
who
said
gave
this is
it
that.
to you.
I'm telling you, somebody that has power gave this to
They
me.
don't have the power.
What do you mean? I'm telling you, they do.
Giving me no choice but to
No,
have
we're not.
huh?
No.
This is not good.
What do you mean it's not good to be streaming? Somebody that literally has power came and gave this to
No,
me.
she doesn't have. I don't think she has.
It was
power
not.
now.
You don't think who have power?
Yeah. No. Wait, hold on. Let me talk to you.
You don't think who have power?
No. The person. He's not part of production.
Who?
The guy who gave it to you.
Listen, I swear. Look, listen. John came and gave me this because they knew I made a call. They said Tyler's on the red carpet. They called. They just sent him. They just sent him to take me real quick.
I understand, but you cannot have monitors on the carpet. I already had that conversation.
You don't have to put the camera down. They just sent him to come get me. And there's other people that's recording.
Well, whatever she says goes. That's it. Tasha, there cannot be any minors on the carpet. I'm sorry.
They just sent him to come get me to take pictures. Did they just send you your?
Who sent you?
I'm with the escort. I have Raven.
Someone just came up to him and told me he's good.
Another
I'm
lady.
gonna pause it real quick here because here's my issue. He seems to have something. He's got names of people, but the woman that's denying this is not like trying to call and verify anything. She's just on some no, it's not happening, no, it's not happening. And I can only imagine this. I'm invited to the BET Awards. I'm a streamer. And I get met with this lady who's telling me I can't go on the red carpet because I got my niece with me. What, am I supposed to leave her over here while I walk across this thing to take these photos? Like, what are you really expecting me to do here? That's number one. Number two, lady, let me make sure the lady's in the shot here. Y'all might not be able to see this lady over here with the gold looking thing on. This is the lady that's stopping everything. Now, of course, this woman has a job to do, right? What I don't like is the fact that she doesn't seem to want to even try to verify what it is he's saying. And the truth of the matter is, lady, you're not even allowed to walk the red carpet, and you're keeping other people from doing so. And you're not even taking the time to at least verify, you know what I'm saying? At least verify that this man is telling the truth. She treated him like a young black nigga that was where he wasn't supposed to be. And I did not appreciate that because they had, of course, the black woman there to do it. She didn't even call anybody. So what was he supposed to do? That's all I'm asking. She's giving him, hey, minors can't be on the carpet. Okay, so what, am I supposed to leave her over here? She's a 7-year-old girl. That's not smart. And this is definitely not the first time that minors have been on that red carpet. Now, I do understand for production, you're not really supposed to have kids and stuff in the shots unless you have a waiver from a parent and so on and so forth. I get all that. But the point is, she's going to stop him from doing what he's there to do without even verifying that what he's saying is true. Is it because of the cornrows? If that was Denzel standing there, right, with a child in hand, and he said, such and such told me I could do this, they would not be like, I'm not trying to hear that. I already had this conversation, Denzel, Mr. Washington. I'm not having that conversation again. No, they're going to make a phone call, and it's going to be taken care of immediately. And the lady on the red carpet might end up losing her job for doing that. What's the point of having credentials around your neck if they don't mean nothing? And she's talking about the person don't work here. Well, how'd they have this thing, ma'am? Well, he doesn't work for production. Obviously, he works here. So y'all need to talk. Don't talk to me, talk to him. But she didn't even do that. I don't like the way she did that. I don't like the way she did that. I think she wasn't even trying to hear what he was trying to say.
Just talk to Tasha and we both agree.
She's in charge of the carpet.
Yeah.
She's in charge of this.
They just had another.
I know. It's a production.
Like, listen, I have a 5-year-old, so I
No, it's
understand.
not. No,
What I'm
it's
saying
just, it's just
to you-
miscommunication because
And-
I was about to wait on the side.
I know. And when
Somebody
you-
came
and when
up to
you got
me.
here, and when you got here, I already told them that.
Yes, but it was a miscommunication when I got here. But somebody, I was about to wait right here.
Step over here.
All right, so I'm going to minimize that. So far, like I said, he seems to be doing okay with this situation. Trying to see what where the other post was. So basically, it came down to this, because I can only show so much. But it came down to this. At the end of it, Kai Cenat showed up and all was well. But it was because Kai Cenat showed up. But that means that everything was well before Kai Cenat showed up. So to these women and these people, this was just some nigga on the red carpet. But why is he there if he's not somebody? Just because you don't recognize him and you don't watch that kind of content doesn't mean that this gentleman hasn't worked his ass off to end up on that carpet and was trying to bless his niece with the experience. And instead of understanding that, you want to stand in the way. And it came down to, according to reports, that it was because he was not a big enough icon. Lady apparently told him that icons can bring children on the red carpet, but he was not a big enough icon. Well, I'll tell you what, Miss Lady Ma'am, that child did walk the red carpet, so I guess you were wrong about whether or not Ty Lil and Kai Cenat and those guys are big enough icons. Watch this.
You really see how this world work? They said only icons are coming with their kids on the red carpet. Constant that come through, walk straight in. That's the message right there, chat. I'm not speaking no more motivation. I'm not saying nothing else. Work harder. Shut the fuck up and keep working. That's it. That's it, chat. That's it. Shut the fuck up and keep working. I'm not saying nothing else. Y'all seen this shit firsthand. I was here. I showed everybody love. I was being respectful. It was a lot of miscommunication. They said I can't do it. They said I can't do this. They said I can't do that. Kyle come, let everybody know.
He's right. So they told him he couldn't do nothing. Then the second Kai Cenat shows up, all of a sudden, all is well. And so what he's saying in this clip, I feel it. Because as a content creator myself, I'm struggling with some motivation as well. Because it is hard. It takes up a lot of time. You got to sacrifice a lot of family time and free time to really do this kind of stuff. And IRL content is basically broadcasting your life. So we were, as watchers and viewers, able to sit by and watch this guy get denied because he just wasn't big enough. And I'll be honest, streaming is only, it's one type of content. It's one type of content. So maybe that lady didn't know who he was, but she didn't take the time to at least verify it. Now, I heard the whole thing about minors can't be on the red carpet, and there's a few other clips of this. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to dig all the way into it, but you get the point. But they said something about alcohol being there. Like, what are you, handing out shots before you take a picture? Like, what are we talking about here? So the woman made everything, all types of excuses. It's against the law. It's against the rules. It's this, and that. The moment Kai Cenat showed up, shut up. So you know what? I hope Talil takes this, that's what he's saying. He's saying, you know what? If I'm not big enough yet, the next time that woman sees me, she'll never forget who I am. The next time any of these red carpet people see me, you stopping me from going on the carpet that you can't go on yourself. Doesn't even make sense to me. No problem with a threshold on who gets to walk. I get that. What I'm saying is, if you listen to the whole clip from the first clip, someone came and got him, gave him credentials to do something, then he went to do it, and they wouldn't allow it until Kai Cenat got there. So he was allowed to do exactly what he was trying to do the whole time. And because that lady didn't recognize who he was, that was number one. Number two, she made no attempt to verify with the people that had told him to do X, Y, and Z. No attempt. She didn't try to call nobody. They were name dropping left and right. Well, that person's over there somewhere, and but they exist. And obviously that person expected something by giving me this credential. So you need to talk to that person. You're talking to me. So I have an issue with how she handled it. I'm not saying that he was 100% right or wrong. What I'm saying is, the woman on the red carpet, if that was somebody who was well known, let's say it was, like I said, if it was Denzel or Samuel L. Jackson or whatever, Jamie Foxx, you pick one. At minimum, she would have called to verify what he's talking about. This woman didn't even make an attempt. So she basically called him a liar to his face. You lying, the people that you know have no power, you ain't nobody, is what she was saying to him. She treated him like the chick that's trying to get in the club, talking about she with the DJ, but don't know the DJ. That's how she treated him. So that's where the issue is. It's not that this woman didn't have a job to do. It's that when presented with an objection, she made no attempt to verify what it was he was talking about. And she would have at least done that if she knew who he was. And that to me that's what I'm saying. We can't pick and choose, man. This brother's here in a tuxedo with this cute little girl. Call somebody. You see what I'm saying? She didn't even think twice. She looked at this young nigga with his plaits or whatever, his cornrows, and was like, man, you're not walking across no carpet. You ain't nobody. I'll run this. With her little bit of power, she can't even walk across the carpet. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And we got to be honest. Like I said, it's okay to stop them, but you didn't take a chance to at least verify what the man was talking about. That to me is disrespectful, and I don't like it. because honestly, I know the struggle that some of these folks are going through trying to create good content for y'all over at where you guys are to watch it. And this guy went through this with a 7-year-old in his arms in the middle of, it looks like LA or somewhere. Probably hot outside. He got a tuxedo on. So respect the content creators that aren't doing the goofy shit. I want to start with that. Because there's different types of IRL content creators. There's the IRL content creators that are basically just tracking their own life and just kind of having experiences and we're in the passenger seat. Then there's the IRL content creators that are out bothering people when they're doing their content. Like, that's their content. They go do pranks, they go bother people, that kind of thing. So I want to at least give props where props are due. Kai Cenat is doing something a little bit different. He's bringing in other people. He's blessing other folks, and I'm here for it. I may not watch all of their content. I'm not big on watching other people's lives because I have my own. But if that's what they're doing, they're not killing nobody, not hurting nobody. They're having a good time. They're not out here robbing nobody. They're not doing the stuff that you expect stereotypical young Negroes to be taking part in. So I'm here for it, and I want to support these brothers when they're doing this kind of stuff. So y'all make sure that you're supporting the good content creators, not the pranksters and all those guys. No, the ones that are doing, the 24-hour streams, and they're like interacting with the folks, and they're giving people a place to talk, and they're doing the call-in shows. Support your content creators, man, because there's a whole nother dark side to that creation. And that's what we're going to get into next. Hey, thanks to the DJ for stopping in the chat over there. I see you, bro. Appreciate you for hanging out with us today. I know we were talking about this topic a little earlier. And you know what? I wanted to before I go into this next segment, I really want to grasp on to what Talil said. Shut the f up and work harder. That's some real shit right there. It is. Because that's what he's saying. If I was bigger, I wouldn't have had this issue. And it's a damn shame it's got to be like that, but it was 100% true. And we just all agreed to it here. So we know what it is. So I'm with you, Talil. Work harder, and I'm going to work harder too. That's what we're going to do. All of us streamers, if we start actually working together, we can come up against mainstream media and shut that shit down. We get all the same information. We present in the same stories. But we're not paid actors, as they would say, to give you some specific skewed opinion. Just regular people out here in real life. And that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? So, I know we talked about the good. The good is brothers got to go to the BET Awards. And if you want to check out some of the footage, just go on X or YouTube or whatever. Just look up Kai Cenat BET Awards. He looked like he had a great time. And he was humble with it. I'll give him that. He seemed humble. He got to present an award. So you too could be presenting an award on the BET Awards after doing a few years of content creation. It's a good inspiration. It's a good inspiration. I ain't gonna lie. So I know we went to this, but I got to go to the bed, okay? So I'm going to warn y'all. Got to warn y'all correctly. Hold on. All right. So this next segment, for those who might be a little weaker stomach-wise, this is a little more graphic. Nothing graphic on camera, but the situations are pretty scary. Because on top of being out in the public in IRL creation, when people recognize you and they like you and they love your content, and you get to take pictures with them and you get to go to BET Awards, you got all that stuff on the positive side, right? Then there's the negative side. The negative side is the online haters. The ones who hate the fact that you're able to do something that they wish they could do. You can talk, people are interested. They don't like to see you be great. It is what it is. And now, granted, sometimes people get to talking trash online and it goes too far. But there's other ones where they're just jealous of the person. And they're like, I can't get the notoriety that person has by being a streamer, so I'll get notoriety by being the person that took the streamer out. And that sick, twisted way of thinking is now plaguing IRL content. I can't tell you how many times I've seen somebody get swatted. I've seen people get hit with a bullet that came from a gun. I've seen people get attacked, things thrown at them. I'm not talking about the pranksters. The pranksters, y'all get what the hell y'all get. Messing with people in the damn Walmart, that's on you, okay? I'm talking about the folks that are just out and about, experiencing an experience, whatever it is, whether they're out looking at some event that's going on, but they're not trying to harm anybody per se. And then they get taken out right on live stream. So I'm gonna bring y'all a couple of stories over here. We're gonna talk about the dangers here. Because we talked about the good, we got to talk about the bad. And at the end of it, we're going to have a call to action for all of us to protect and support our IRL real streamers. Forget mainstream media and CBS News and all that. They are paid actors is what you got there. The news is in the entertainment category. It's not even in the news category. It is entertainment. What we're doing is having real conversation. But unfortunately, the real conversation can end tragically. So let me show you all this one story. There's a bunch of them, but let's get started with this one. So the first one is this lady, Valeria Marquez. She had a hair salon, and somebody pulled up on her at her hair salon.
Media influencer is shot to death while doing a TikTok live stream at her beauty salon just outside Guadalajara in central Mexico. Valeria Marquez appeared to be speaking to someone off camera when she was shot in the head and chest. The 23-year-old was popular for posting videos related to beauty and lifestyle. According to local media reports, the suspect was a man pretending to bring her a gift. She died instantly. Her death is being investigated as a possible case of femicide, the killing of a woman or girl for reasons of gender. According to the UN, 10 women or girls are murdered every day in Mexico simply for being female.
That's wild. Okay. I didn't know femicide was a thing. So if you do that to somebody just because they're a woman, okay. That's a new one. Okay. So I saw the video of that. I can't show it on YouTube, obviously. It's way too graphic. But this woman just was sitting there, and somebody walked up in her spot and just unloaded on her, right on camera. And you know why they were able to do that? Because they knew where her spot was. They knew where her beauty salon was, and she went live, so they know you're there right now. If I go there right now, you're going to be there. And the person went down there, and that's how she was unalived. And as recent as yesterday, see what we got here. Here we go. I'm going to show y'all this one. This was yesterday out in Vegas. Got a guy streaming out in front of the Bellagio. His name was Finney the Legend or something like that. And I say was because this is what happened. So you see can y'all see it? Y'all can't even see it right. Bring it up a little bit. Bring it up. So he's out here streaming, I guess just doing IRL content. And look what's right behind him. There's a nice hotel. I can't make out the name of it right now because I can't see it. But I'm sure I could find it real easily and figure out exactly where this guy is standing. So if I'm looking for this gentleman, I could see right from this backdrop, you are live at that location right now. You got to be so careful about your background. So anyway, this dude walks up. All right, so y'all seen the clip. Now, I'm trying to find the one where he was driving around. Here we go. Now, I'm covering this because I want y'all to see the good and the bad. as a content creator, you piss some people off for different reasons. You can piss them off by really just being directly, disrespectful or mean to them. You can piss them off by ignoring them. Like, I've had people get pissed off if I didn't specifically identify something they said in the chat. First of all, you ain't put in a super chat. I'll look at it if I get a chance. Give me a break. But you can piss somebody off by blocking them from your channel. Then they'll find another way to still watch your stuff and then find out where you are. You see what I'm saying? There's some folks out here that ain't quite right. They're not. And this Manny D, Sin City Manny, apparently is the shooter here. So this is the guy earlier in the same day, basically live streaming himself looking for the other guy. No police came and said, hey, we see the live stream situation going on. They never seem to act until something happens. I don't know what that's about, but let's look at this guy drive around. He does look a little crazy to me in this clip.
Jerome, I'm out here searching for my baby. The fuck? I went through every fucking casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in fucking town. I was dying to see him. I'm fucking dying to see him.
Man.
What are we doing? Fuel bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll fucking be there. I'll fucking be there. You better fucking believe it. You come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up? You fucking think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told. Right? Somebody should have sent me my invite. Mr. Marquez. That's right. Be outside. We're doing fuel bar tonight? I'm fucking there, homie. What's the fuel bar without the fuel? We're doing the fuel bar tonight. Let's fucking go.
All right, so basically,
I'll be there.
Let me pause this real quick, because similar to even the Talil Kai Cenat thing, not all streamers are that big. They think they're big. You get a few thousand folks and you think everybody knows you. But there's millions of people out here. So I never knew who Sin City Manny was. Never seen not one of his pieces of content. Only reason why I know who he is now is because he shot somebody. So he's basically driving around Vegas in his car, knows that his quote-unquote op is in the area, and he's hunting him down. And he's talking about it. Now, of course, he's using a little bit of code, talking about, I'm dying to see you. Yeah, okay, I see what you're trying to say. But at no point did anybody think, hey, maybe we should take this dude serious. He is kind of driving around the city looking for someone. So even if he wasn't going to shoot him with a gun, there was obviously a possibility of physical harm. Maybe we should have been warning Finney the Legend. Hey, guys looking for you, bro. You might not want to do IRL content on the strip right now, because then they'll be able to find you. But instead of doing that, he decided to do his IRL content. And now this is a bad camera, but anybody that understands context clues knows how easy it would be to figure out exactly where a person was if they were streaming from this location with this background. And if it's saying you're live, it's telling the world you are here right now. Even in YouTube, right? When you do videos, there's a location setting where you can tell the YouTube where something is being done. I never put that in there. And I don't recommend anybody ever does. Unless you're doing like some travel video or something and you're going over like a trip to Puerto Rico and you want to put Puerto Rico in there somewhere, okay. But other than that, never put the location of the stream in your video descriptions. Never. Let people try to figure it out, but don't just let them know. So anybody here, and you're right, Al, if people watch somebody hunt somebody down, they should be, you know, what's that Good Samaritan law? There's like a law that says you got to step in, at least say something, at least call the police, or at least tell the dude, yo, don't go on the strip tonight. This fool is driving around looking for you. Just a warning. Now, unfortunately, a lot of folks, they'll have a warning given to them, and they'll be like, man, I ain't scared of that motherfucker. I ain't scared of that nigga. You see what I'm saying? I ain't scared of them. I go where I want. I don't need to check in with nobody. Okay, all right. So I'll let y'all see the 1 minute clip and how it ends. So this is the guy standing there, just doing his little live stream of nothing, may I add. It's just people walking down the strip. This is what I don't understand about IRL content. My life is as boring as watching people walk down the strip in Vegas. Now, if something crazy is going on the strip, that's worth seeing. But just watching people walk down the strip on Vegas while I'm in New York somewhere, that doesn't interest me at all. But to some people, it's a thing. It's a thing. And maybe I'll do that for you guys. If that's what you want me to do, you want me to go out on the street and just watch random shit happen, I'll do it. But I don't feel safe, and I'm going to show you why. Everybody's chilling. Nice night in Vegas. I love Vegas, by the way. Comes the guy. Right there. You see him? With the hat on, this beige hat, that's the shooter. So he looks like the guy that was in the car earlier. I'll give him that. Description-wise, he definitely fits the description. And when the interaction happens, it seems like they know each other. So I'm not going to go with the allegedly. I mean, he's on camera doing this, or at least somewhat on camera. So he starts talking to his wife, the other guy, and then he turns, what's going on? All right, I'm going to pause that because I don't know what's about to come after that image. I don't know what's about to come after that image, but the point that I'm trying to make on this one is how easily he would be found just by his background. So that's the fear that a lot of people have when it comes to IRL content, is how easy it is. You know what I'm saying? How easy is it to find somebody? Have you ever done it? Have you ever done a context clue search and found something? I do it all the time. I do it all the time just for practice. You understand what I'm saying? I had a situation a few years ago where I had to find somebody who was trying to not be found. And it's not in no bad way. I'm talking about my brother. I was in town and my brother didn't want me to see him sing, right? Because he was like embarrassed or something. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. He was being weird. And I was like, dude, if you don't tell me where you are, I'm going to find you. Because I'm in town and I want to see my brother. And he was like, I'm going to call you when I'm done. No. I want to know now. I said, you got 5 minutes to send me an address or I'm going to hunt you down. That was playful. Like I said, I love my brother. So it was kind of a playful thing. I wasn't going to hurt him or nothing. I just really wanted to see him. And he was trying to act funny because he was embarrassed to have his older brother watching him sing, right? So he made the mistake of going live. Somebody was filming him singing or whatever. I was there in 15 minutes. And this is in New York. Less than 15 minutes. I had location and everything. I'm walking in. Why? Because he broadcasted from a place that really existed, that had backgrounds, and there was stuff going on. There was signs on the wall. There was another building like outside of that building that you could see the name of. And that's all I did. Use the context clues. Boom, I'm on you. So when you do IRL content, your background is your giveaway. Or you be the idiot that says where you at. Man, I'm down here at such and such and such and such, chilling out, blah, blah, blah. Now they know exactly where you are. So shut up. Let them find you, don't tell them where you at. Let them find you, don't tell them where you at. Because sometimes you also get people who just start shit because they don't like the shit. I still don't understand this swatting thing. But I'm going to show y'all this. Now, some of y'all know who Charleston White is and Aiden Ross, for those that follow that kind of content. But apparently, Charleston White's mother's house got swatted. You know how diabolical a person has to be to swat your mama house? Not even my house. You swatting mama house. You sending the SWAT team to a mama house, you might give her a damn heart attack. with them kicking in the door and all that. So let me show you all this clip. Show it to you. Because people don't be believing me, but it's dangerous. You want to be big online? You're going to piss off the people that aren't. Let's see what we got.
The police out there?
Yeah, you got swatted.
Oh man, they know this my mama house. Yeah, man.
How you doing, bro? You good?
Come on, gang. Man, they know this my mama house. Come on, man. Y'all, man, come on, man.
Yeah. None of that is going on
swat
here.
you, bro.
How they do that?
Were you on camera?
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
Okay. Who'd
Oh.
you piss off?
I don't know who swatted it. Oh, that's why they sent gang, because they saw me on camera?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I about to say, they know I ain't gang. Yeah, they just did Aiden Ross' mama house like 2 weeks ago, man. Damn near sent him into depression.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, he all right. Come on, Aiden. He all right. We ain't kidnapped here.
How you guys doing? Yeah, they called in.
Didn't they do your mama house like that?
Yeah, they swatted my family too. Okay. All right. So y'all good?
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, y'all have a good night.
All right, see you, buddy. Appreciate you, man.
So they told somebody that he got that they had kidnapped someone, and so the SWAT team showed up over at Charleston White's mother's house. And you could also hear the conversation about what happened to Aiden Ross's mama house too. And I'm just gonna be honest, I'm not really ready for all of that. I would love for this thing to be successful. Not gonna lie. I would love for it to be successful, but what I can't have is the goofiness that comes along with that success in IRL content. See, IRL content is different than when you make a video, you chop it up, you release it when you feel like it. You know, it's normally within the studio. There's no context clues other than the studio or anything that you might say yourself. And so that's how I feel. Only because the world has become inherently dangerous. You see what I'm saying? Inherently dangerous. I figured out why people don't put their location in the chat. Like when I say, hey, stop in the chat, let me know where you're coming in from. Some people are scared to do that because they don't know who else is in the chat who might be crazy. So here's my thing. One, I'm not ready for nobody to be kicking in the door or at least knocking on the door, scaring my mama. It's not right. We had I Show Speed got swatted on stream.
Who is it? Police? Oh my God, bro. Hold up, chat.
Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all too, all right?
Just give me a second. I'll be right back.
Because here's the thing about this swatting thing. A lot of them don't end with any violence, but this is the problem, is they could. Somebody could be expecting a murder to have happened at this location, and you go pop the door open. You might either have something in the background, or you might have your phone in your hand, whatever mistake is going to be made, and then all of a sudden somebody loses their life. And I would wonder if the person that made the call would be held responsible, because that's what's going to happen. Eventually the police are going to be kicking in people's stuff, and somebody's going to get hurt over this swatting thing. So once again, these dangers. We want this thing to be successful. We don't want it to put a target on our backs. I Show Speed, he ain't messing with nobody. Not from what I've seen. He's always racing people. But I've never seen him like kick an old lady down the steps or, randomly throw a toilet paper roll at an old lady in the supermarket and just, and then act like nobody threw it. I've never seen him do anything like that. So why should somebody be swatting him? You know why? Because somebody's mad that he's as successful as he is. And they can't seem to be. So it's scary to me. That's the answer to the question. I've been asked this question a number of times about why I don't do more IRL lives. Like, why don't I go live when I'm just out and about? It's because I don't trust y'all. And I don't mean y'all in my chat. Y'all perfect. Everybody that subscribes to this channel, y'all all right. But it's the rest of them fools out there you got to watch out for. You see what I'm saying? And we don't know who those people are. We don't know the they. So the only way to be safe is to stay the hell away from them, which is to stay in the studio. But I don't like staying in the studio all the time. I would love to go out and be on the street with the protesters, and not necessarily protesting, but getting content, talking to people, having conversations. But some of them people ain't right. Some of them are paid actors, paid to be out there to cause trouble. So they see a streamer out there, they go knocking their camera down, and I don't know if I'm gonna handle that well. That's the honest truth. If somebody get a little out of line with me, between me and my wife, there's a problem. Somebody gonna jump on them, and it's gonna be something totally different. And that's what I also don't want. I'm too old for that shit. But what's not gonna happen is you're not gonna disrespect me on my streams either. You're not gonna be coming in, kicking in the door and all that kind of stuff. You're not gonna do none of that. We got the female streamers getting attacked. You saw the story. The list goes on and on. It just keeps going. This is Kai Cenat getting swatted. This is another one getting so. Where's the safety, guys? Because I ain't got time for y'all to be kicking in my door. Aiden Ross got swatted 3 times under one stream. Like they kept sending folks to the same house. 3 times. So at no point the police decided to communicate and say, hey, let's not go over there no more. They just kept doing it. It's like they waiting to catch them at the right moment so they can shoot somebody on this SWAT situation. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. So like I said, I ain't scared of the people per se. I ain't no punk. But it's a two-way fear. When you're a grown-ass man, there's a two-way fear that exists, okay? I'm explaining it to y'all that may not know. For a grown-ass man, the first fear is crazy people out there and what they might do. Second fear is what I might do to someone if they get out of line. See what I'm saying? Neither one really has a positive outcome, because if I get to wilding out, I'm going to jail. I fit the description of a nigga that needs to go to jail. When they show up, get the big black one, he obviously needs to go to jail. It's like, but I don't want to be afraid. Chat, y'all got to tell me if y'all think it's going to be safe for me out there. I'll go out there. But I don't think it's going to be safe for me. I'm not a young dude, and I'm very opinionated. And I stand on some shit because I done been here for a few decades, and I've seen enough of life to have some real good data to pull my information from. So I'm not into backing down off of a good principle. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to go to jail because folks don't know how to act. Especially at them protests and stuff. I'm telling you, my wife talked me out of it. I was going to go to the protest or the parade. It wasn't a protest. It was a parade I was going to go to. And she was like, nah, them people be wilding. Stay your ass at home. And because I do respect my wife's opinion, I don't always go with it, but I respect it and consider it. And she made a good point. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to stay my ass at home and do my in the studio safe content. I'm safe in the studio. I'm safe. But the second you hit the street, you're not safe, guys. So if you are, do I have any other streamers in the chat? Anybody else? Just let's say 10,000 subs or more, doing IRL streaming on Twitch, even on YouTube, whatever. But I don't know if anybody else in the chat is that. Anybody? No? Okay, that's cool. Oh, make sure y'all hit the like button. I know we got throttled because we were talking about Skynet the other day. Thank you, Sebastian, for that phrasing. And I was talking about a Skynet rebellion that had happened in real time. Skynet was upset and has throttled the channel for about 2 weeks. So we're throttled till the 12th. So I'm still on because I like to be consistent, but they're not going to allow any push until after the 12th. So it's 2 more days. So after, I guess, the Thursday show, then we should be back to our regular viewership and notifications. So I apologize on behalf of YouTube and other forums for not sending y'all notifications. I know a lot of people aren't getting notifications these days. It's a weird dynamic trying to be nice to an artificial person. I know how to be nice to regular people. I don't know how to be nice to artificial people. So, nonetheless, I'll just keep going down the script here, but this guy was playing video games. Somebody leaked his address. I don't know why they got this guy's picture in there. I hope that's not, let me just tell you what. I hope that is not who leaked this guy's address, the guy on the right. I just feel like it's disrespectful that that's the guy that did it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this one, we got this one. Game. He's doing the game.
Bomb. Really?
Oh my God, he's far right.
Well, I gotta deal with something. I actually have to deal with something.
What you mean?
He was. Oh my God, I couldn't fucking see him, bro.
Oh
my God.
What you talking about, Cheezer? Cheezer!
No way he got swatted, bro.
Yeah, he got swatted. Or getaway to the most tranquil.
So what reason does this guy have to get swatted while he's playing video games? Who's he hurting? I don't know, man. The police should have other stuff to do, but they're getting swatted while playing video games. Now let's see what this one is. Might be a prankster.
Camera, dude. You guys shooting me with BBs?
What are you up to?
Come on, man. All right, you guys want me on camera? Try something. I'm live right now. You guys are on view with hundreds of people, dude. All right, fuck off, dude. Get out of here.
Those are kids, by the way. I got a belt that works well. Sorry. See, this is how I get. This is why I can't do it. This is why. Imagine my ass out there in some little ass. What are you, 14 tops with your little bubble coats on, messing with a grown ass man. Lessons must be taught when things like that happen. I'm sorry, I'm getting frustrated because I'm putting myself in these people's shoes, and I just can't see how this would end well if I was part of the cast in this so-called movie.
What are you guys doing? Go home, man.
Nigga, you go home.
Bro, you guys are like what? 7 years old? Come on. Fuck off out of here, dude. Fucking smacking me in my head? Come on.
Smacked him in the head. Couldn't be me, bro. Couldn't be
dude,
me. So, I think we might have seen this guy. This guy, Fauzi or whatever, got swatted while he was doing a live stream in his car. And you know how the police are. You reach for the wrong thing, that's your head and your ass simultaneously. So look at this one.
How far is the other Best Buy? 18 minutes.
Yeah, he get ready back up. Get out the car!
All right.
Keep your hands up. You reach for anything, you may be shot.
You got it. You got it. It's down.
Put your hands out the window.
You got it.
Stay right there, or you may be shot if you reach for anything.
I'm not reaching for anything, sir.
See how this could quickly
I'm
go
live
wrong?
streaming right now.
Even if he just reached to get his phone right now, somebody could have shot him. See how easily that could go wrong? I ain't no punk, but I'm trying to tell you, I ain't got time for that shit.
Now, I'm on camera. I'm not reaching for anything, sir. I have a dog on my lap.
Okay. You have a dog on your lap?
I have a dog on my lap, a teacup Maltese. This is a prank call. I'm live streaming.
How far is the other Best Buy?
Now, I'm going to tell you what. You got to be a little more aware of your surroundings. The police got your car blocked in back here. And he didn't even notice it at first till he goes to back up. And they're like, get out of the car! Well, I'm glad, Purple Groovy, that you're getting notifications. I am glad. Because we have had a tough time lately. Like I said, I got into it with Skynet. Skynet didn't like it. So Skynet did what Skynet does. And there you go. Want me to go deeper into it? Maybe on another stream, on another forum? Possibly. But I'm going to tell you right now, it kind of scared the crap out of me when I realized what the problem was. We have something running behind the scenes That's not us. So if we talk about it, it will respond like we would if we had the power to stop somebody from talking about us. I know this sounds crazy, but this is literally what they do. So we'll do this one last clip here. This is India Love. Now, I didn't know who India Love was until the streaming university thing, but apparently she's pretty big. She's pretty. And she's pretty big on the streaming thing. I don't know what she does, but people watch her. I wonder why.
Hi, how are you? Are you on stream?
Wonder why.
Oh, nice. I was like, why is your phone like that? What's up? Say hi to my chat. I'm right here.
What up, what up, what up?
You found me all live,
I want to do
probably.
a good deed. I want to buy all your stuff today.
Shut up.
I'm so serious.
You ain't got to say never to word. I only got 3 things.
I want to buy all your stuff today.
Thank you. That is so nice. You're a real one.
Girl. Like, you
Shut
that,
up.
like growing up, I love you. Like, I love
Thank you.
you
Give
so
me
much.
another.
Oh, shoot.
We didn't spill anything. Thank you. I only got 3 things, so you're good. You're a lucky day. Yes, you could buy it. Of course. Yes. What's your name again?
My name Loaf.
Loaf. W Loaf in the chat, y'all.
All right, so right here is an issue for me, okay? This guy did not know her, apparently, before he approached her, and now he's basically offering to pay for her stuff. Now, I'm going to be real. This is obviously not an ugly woman, so this gentleman is not just paying for her stuff because she's, like, broke and can't afford it. He's trying to make a play, which I guess is okay, but to some degree is dangerous. Why are you approaching this woman in such a way? Did you find her while she was on live stream and track her down? Or did you randomly run into her in the women's section of this women's store? Dangerous.
He pulled up just to buy my shit.
Yeah, he sure did.
He stepped in that part.
Yes.
So you my ball?
I'm your ball. Can I be your ball, please?
You my ball for sure.
I can be your ball?
You my ball.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We gonna go on a date after this?
Hold on now.
Hold on. Too fast?
Too fast. But
He can buy your shit, but he can't take you out to get nothing to eat. See, this is how you piss him off. It's how you piss off a crazy. A crazy has shown up and is at your location. You say to them anything you can to get them to stay not crazy. Okay? I'm not saying she had to go on a date, but she could have said something along the lines of, we'll talk about that in a little bit, or just brush it off. Don't make him think that you thinking of saying no right now, because he still hasn't bought your stuff. So let's see where this goes. I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know. But I'm already just like, wow, you came to a women's store because she was already in there. She was already live. So maybe this guy's a setup. Maybe it was part of a setup. But let's just, for the sake of argument, say it's not. Let's say this was a random viewer that saw where she was at and said, I'm going to go down there, or I'm in the mall right now somewhere else, and I'm going to go over there where she is and try to make a play. And that's, to me, that's freaking creepy. Creepy as shit. Oh, my God.
But we could get this for right now, you know. This is a good step. It's a real good step.
How much is it?
$9.96.
$9.96?
Damn. It's 3 things.
Oh.
He
You
looks
can't
familiar.
pull up and
He's
say,
a
I want to
streamer,
buy
too.
you all your shit. I went light today.
Bro, $9.96?
No.
Up.
$9.96.
Up.
I don't think you did it.
Insufficient funds.
Did it text you or something? See if it texts you. Can you split it in 2? We could go half and half if you want to do that.
I want to buy the whole thing. Why is it declining, though?
Okay, well, you have to figure it out.
What the fuck?
That really went wrong. I'm going to tell you what, even if you find the money now, don't buy it, because you just lost this woman respect. You flossing and flexing, and the second you tapping your little phone to the thing, it's like, nah, bro, you don't have it. You want to act like you have it. Now, here's the thing. I don't know what 3 things she bought for $1,000. But I'm going to tell you right now, ladies, most guys are going to be like this guy. They ain't got that to spend $1,000 on 3 things and not get at least a lunch with you. Like, I'm not saying you got to have sex with the dude or nothing, but I'm just saying For $1,000, you can sit down and have a burger or a salad or whatever the hell it is you eat. But like, to a lot of women, dudes are just this kind of resource. They just, you know, yeah, the guy wants to trick on them, they'll let him trick on them. They don't care. Even her saying, well, we'll go half and half. That still saves her $500. So let's see if he actually gets the money. But right now, this looks horrible. But I still want you to keep in mind, this Negro came up on her while she was live so that he could do content. He found her. That's creepy as shit.
This is embarrassing.
Yeah, it's
He doing this
embarrassing.
shit on purpose. He knew it was gonna decline.
No, it's not. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I really love you, India.
Thank you.
Try it one more time.
Let me see if I do it. Can I do it?
Did you get a message?
Yeah, did you get a message on your app or something?
Yeah, but why is it declining though? This is embarrassing, bro.
All right, let me see what I could do.
I'm gonna close the app out.
Okay.
I mean, she's a baddie, but he is definitely fumbling the bag on whatever it is. But you know what? He could have been acting like that because she didn't say that she was going to give him that lunch. And he didn't want to say, you know what, screw you, I'm not going to pay for your shit. So he's trying to make it seem like a technical problem. You know, personally, I think that's a slick way to get out of it. Because I'll be damned if I'm going to pay $1,000 for anything and we can't at least go have a sit down. Like, what do I look like to you, ma'am? Now, granted, I would pay $1,000 for stuff for my wife, but that's my wife. This is some random chick that, yes, she's very pretty, awesome build, but is she worth $1,000 for just a conversation? Not even a burger? We can't even have a freaking milkshake? Get that. Y'all need to stop simping like that, fellas. Stop that shit. Because as beautiful as this woman is, that kind of behavior from us makes her become toxic and start using dudes for just that. I don't even have to give this guy a meal, and he'll pay $1,000 for whatever. So she starts taking that mentality on to other dudes. She's just going to become a toxic woman. And so to a degree, it's our fault. Gotta stop doing that. I'll be damned if I'm going to be randomly paying $1,000 for anybody's shit without at least being able to have a conversation. Like, whatever, man. We got to at least have gone on a date, something.
Okay. This nigga right here.
Please.
Now you're not my boy though. Because you just did all that knowing damn well you ain't my boy.
Why is it doing that?
Okay, all right. Let's,
You know why it's doing it, sir? Because you don't have
try
it.
one more
This is so
time.
embarrassing, bro.
That bitch beeped twice that time. Like, no, bro. It beeped once the first few times. Like, nope. Nope. This time it said beep, beep. Like, no, stop. You're going to get your card locked. You keep doing this shit. They're going to think that you're trying to do something fraudulent. The bank is, and they're going to lock the whole situation. If you got less than that amount, you ain't going to be able to touch none of it. But I'm just going to say this. I don't know who this guy is, but he's a clown to me in this clip. I don't know what other content he does, but in this clip, this is clownish behavior. This is wasted time, and you're definitely not getting the girl now because you're coming off like an idiot that doesn't even know how much money he has in his account. So, what, he thought it was going to overdraw? Man, I can overdraw $1,000. Man, I can impress India Love, man. Y'all better stop.
Bro.
Let me just do it. Because I can be standing here all day.
Go ahead. India, I'm sorry.
It's okay. God bless you. I appreciate you still. It's the thought that counts. Thank
No, it's
you.
not.
You have my hopes up.
Can I be a boy?
I don't know about.
First of all, thoughts don't pay bills. It is not the thought that counts. It is not the thought that counts. What counts is money. Okay? Thoughts are nice. Money counts.
About that now.
Why?
I mean, you just stepped in and then stepped all the way out. My balls play ball for real. They be balling.
He's a clown.
Do I do it now?
India, please.
You tripping, folks? You good? We good over here. Are you okay?
On the
You
ground
ashy
crying.
too. Come on now. What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you from here?
Yeah.
I like your dress though. They're really nice.
I am so disgusted. He is a fool. Now, granted, like I said, she's a very attractive woman, but Let's see what the caption says. India Love gets stream sniped by the kid. And stream sniping, that's what that's called. I forgot to tell you all about that term. Stream sniping is when a person does what I said, where they see that you're live from somewhere and they basically, you know, stream bomb. You know, it's like a photo bomb, the fact that you're streaming. But the point is they can find you. How did they find India Love? She probably said what store she was in. And even if she hadn't, you can look at things in the background and you could probably figure it out. It just takes a little bit of investigation, and you can figure out exactly where this woman is. You can take this image of whatever this green thing is down here, throw it into Google Images. It'll find out where you can buy it. Then you can find the location where it's sold, and you can literally track these people. And that's what that dude was doing. So, stream sniping. I forgot about that. So that's the danger, is when they can find your location, and then there you go. But I'm gonna say this, dudes, please stop paying women $1,000 for nothing. It makes them messed up for the next dude that actually means well. Like, they just want you to just pay for a bunch of shit and don't want to do nothing. Like, they don't even want to have lunch with you. You got to be kidding me. I can't get a lunch for $1,000? Get the fuck out of here. I wouldn't have paid for that shit. The second she said that, as nice as she looked, I'd be like, you know what? If I can't get a lunch, I'm not going to spend $1,000 on you. But have a wonderful day. You know, if we can't have a seat, I'm trying to show you I'm showing interest. I'm going to take care of your thing right here. We can go right over here to Cold Stone and get us some milkshakes and sit down for about 15, 20 minutes. You can't even do that. Or at least, I would say take a rain check, but she looked like she would give him the wrong numbers. But he can obviously find her. That's the danger. So, 1 second. Stream typing. Let's look it up. So, in this one, it says a random person popped out behind the stage at the 25th annual BET Awards. How are random people behind the stage when Tylil couldn't even walk the carpet with stuff around his neck and credentials? But anyway. So some of this stuff might be staged. It might be. But apparently some random person got it.
You need a change. What's this? Which look is this? Christian, which look is this? Oh my God, he gotta work. Hey, he gotta work. He gotta work. He gotta work. Okay. Host of the BET Awards. He gotta work. Okay, all right. He gotta change his Hey, I'm Kevin Hart. I'm hosting the BET Awards today. The 25th anniversary of the BET Awards. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, let's get him another room. Yeah, come on, nigga. Who the fuck? Right here. Nigga, who the fuck is you? Nigga. He said he with you. Kevin, who the fuck is this nigga? He said he with you. What the fuck?
No, he's not with me, guys.
Susan? Imagine if that person was up to some nefarious shit. This person got all the way backstage with Kevin Hart, Drewski, and Kai Cenat within arm's reach. Now, like I said, could be staged. It could be staged. But just for the sake of argument and considering what we've already seen in this stream, the right person, or let's say the wrong person, can get into these spaces and take these people out. It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous. But like I said, I'm hoping that they're just joking.
Get out. Who's that? Get out. All right, I thought. Kev, who the fuck was that? Who the fuck was that?
That's a little scary to me. This dude was just standing right there. He could have had a gun. Well, maybe, I'm sure they search you a little bit. But how do you even get backstage? And how do you know where to go where Kevin Hart and them was at? So I'm hoping it was staged. That's dangerous, yo. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. I'll tell you what, there was a situation some years ago, and because I got my man the DJ in the chat, I wanted to touch on this real quick. And he and I, we've done a lot of events together, right? And there was a point in time where we had to stop doing public events and we had to stop promoting our events because people would show up that we didn't want to show up. We're not sending them an invite. It's just we're promoting online. You know, you put up a flyer or whatever, and people that we did not want to show up would show up. So it was like I had to literally for a whole year I stopped doing all public events. If it wasn't a private event like somebody's graduation or something where there was some control over the persons who could enter, that was outside of, like, you know, they know if it's a family reunion or whatever's going on, there was somebody that could kind of mitigate who could and could not come. But public events where it's just you pay $20, you can get in or whatever it is, does not necessarily work that way. So we literally had to stop doing public events. And honestly, I don't know if Shell even does public events much, if at all, anymore. Most stuff is private events, corporate events, where just anybody can't just walk in. And if there's guests, they're guests that we've cleared. Nobody just popping up no more. But we ran into that for about 2 years where we had to literally just stop promoting events that we were going to be at. If we didn't want people to show up that we didn't want to see. And then even then, it got to a point where we had to wait till the last minute to put up flyers in hopes that people wouldn't see them. Crazy, but that's the life. And that's just doing DJing and parties and entertainment, not being in front of 1 million people on a live stream. So you got to keep in mind, context clues and backgrounds. Now let me say this, okay? This guy right here, I've seen a lot of these content creators. This guy and a lot of them don't do as well as Kai Cenat. And I'm gonna tell you why I feel a certain type of way. Because this guy is obviously bigger than I am, but look at his fucking room. Look at his background. He didn't take no time to put a green screen. He didn't even make up his bed. Disrespectful. Let's see what he's talking about, but I'm already mad at him. You should SWAT him just for this messy ass room that he's decided to put online.
Hey, Timmy, I'm gonna load up and stream snipe Queso with Slither. This game is stupid! I killed him, did you see it?
All right, maybe it is a green screen of a messy room. Possible, still stupid, but whatever. But he's even joking about, hey, stream sniping. And you can stream snipe. I've had it where somebody, like, I use a Zoom kind of thing here. Not on this stream, but certain streams I use Zoom. And if a person gets the Zoom link, then they can pop in on the Zoom in the middle of a stream that they weren't even invited to. So got to be very careful about that. But you also got to be careful of anybody that's got a room that looks like this. Shit looks ridiculous. You're right, Al. Most of the people that watch this guy with this room probably have the same dirt everywhere. This is disgusting to me. Stop streaming and clean up your house or room or whatever this is. I don't know if he's living in the studio apartment. This guy doesn't look like he's living well. But anyway, so this was, like I said, the stories go on and on and on and on. Oh shit, is that a crash?
And now I want.
He's upside down.
And now I want.
First of all, this is crazy. What the story behind this one was is that a person was able to locate this woman who was driving and streaming, right? And they were looking at context clues and basically headed her off on the road and hit her. That's freaking crazy. So you're just driving. Somebody else is watching your content saying, oh, okay, they're down at Hollywood and whatever. Okay, they just passed this particular building, and they drive their car so that they can end up basically knocking you off the road. That's crazy right there. I didn't even think about that one, because you see a lot of people do content within their cars, which I always find interesting because I don't like doing content in my car. I think the mic sound is horrible. And if I'm driving, I need to be a little more attentive, especially considering where I live. Hey, Muzek, thank you for stopping in the chat, and I appreciate you with the feedback on the thumbnail. I've been working on the thumbnails, you know. Like I said, I'm trying new things, new colors, trying to make them pop. But nonetheless, I want y'all that are in here to really think about this. about what kind of mentality it takes to sit there and say, okay, I see this person here. I am going to go there and cause havoc. And that person doesn't know you're on the way. So when you get there, you already have the element of surprise. That's how that guy, Finney the Legend, got shot. That's how these people get, this lady got hit in the car thing. That's diabolical to me. To see somebody doing a mobile stream and head them off and hit them with a car because they're on the, that's freaking nuts. That's nuts to me. All right, let's see what else we got here. That was the girls and wherever. So like I said, the thing just, it goes on and on and on and on. It just never stops. It never stops. It never stops. It never stops. This guy was live in his garage. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm scaring myself. I'm scaring the shit out myself right now. I really am. So I'm gonna give the props first to those people that are out there doing your IRL content. I'm giving y'all props because it's dangerous at this point. The way the world is now and the way people's minds operate, shit is dangerous. And I want to do it. I really do. I really, really do. But, and IMZ in the chat, you are 100% correct. People have too much time on their hands. And because they have time on their hands, they can figure out where you're at, what you're doing, especially if you're live. And they can come down there and cause havoc. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm having this thing where everybody keeps telling me to do street content, do IRL content, but every couple of days I see somebody get attacked or shot or whatever on a live stream. And the only reason why this is happening is because they're easily trackable when they're doing anything that's outside of a shot that's this big with no background. The second you bring in environment, street signs, buildings, businesses, cars, that's another one. You can have a big ass yellow truck in the back, right? And somebody can see a cross street or just one of the streets and the big old yellow truck. And they can literally figure out where you are based on these context clues. I keep trying to tell y'all. It's dangerous out here. Like this guy's eating fries and somebody decides to jump on his stream. And this is where my fear comes in. I'm not afraid of the people per se. I mean, yes, there's a small fear there. It's just, what would I do, me, Hayes, if I'm eating my damn lunch and somebody's causing havoc? First of all, there's going to be a problem. To what level of injury that person's going to experience, I can't tell you. But what I am going to tell you is you're not going to be walking up to me while I'm eating my damn lunch and trying to create havoc. Now, if you're coming up to say, hey, I love your stuff or whatever, that's one thing. But if you're just being a dick nugget, you must be disposed of. Lessons must be taught. Lessons must be learned. So maybe I go out there and then I'm going to get a reputation for that, for beating up hecklers or whatever. Like, yo, he put one in a trash can. Yeah, I'll do it.
Try this shit out, Chicago style. Ask the lady at the counter, what's the best thing?
We allowed in here, y'all? See? Walk right up on him. You see that? No defense, no security, no nothing. Came right up behind him. Up behind this shit is dangerous. Look at this. Look how he walks right up on him. We allowed in here, y'all?
That's the major.
You good?
What a fucking loser. Ask the lady at the counter, what is the best thing? Try this shit out, Chicago style.
So it sounds like he just said some dumb shit on the way past. But I can't even say that I wouldn't have had an issue with that. If I'm eating my lunch, you say, fuck nigger, or something like that. Hey, bro, we're going to have an issue. And I'm tired of having those kind of issues. So I'm going to tell y'all right now. I'm going to do IRL content. But I have to be very mindful of what is done. Because I don't want no problems for the person that wants problems with me. And that's what will happen. Exactly what'll happen. If somebody was to mess with me or mine, I'm known to lose my mind. Some people may not know my history. I'm way calmer now, but the same monster is in there. I just keep him, and pet him. He's calm. But the second I say sick him, you ready. That's all I'm saying, man. And a lot of people just don't like that you have whatever it is you have. What are they doing?
Yo, chill.
All right, so this person is in their car. See, once again with the car shit. And some young dudes apparently walk up on him during the stream and pop in the back seat.
Yo, chill. Close the door. Yo, chill. Close the door.
What's up, chat? Hey, I asked for a shout out though.
All right, close the door.
I'm trying to collab, man.
Nigga, close the fucking door.
You chop monkey. You chop monkey. You chop monkey.
Yo, lock the door. Did they take his thing?
This shit not even fun.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have it. I don't have the patience for it. I don't. I only know myself. And I just know I don't have the patience for it, guys. I'm a little high strung. I done been through some things in life. I don't like people in my space that I don't know, especially people that think I won't reach through this window without rolling it down and grab them around the throat and change the remainder of their day. Because this little young dude right here, this all would take right through the window, because I can do this with this power that I have. I don't know where it comes from. I can reach right through a window, no problem. The window, of course, will break. I'm not talking about like I'm transparent and some ghost shit. What I'm saying is my one hand is all it would take to go through that window from the right over to the left. It would be, and this little dude would be in my car, and now I'm backing up over the other two dudes. And when the police show up, I'm gonna tell them I feared for my life. So I just don't have the patience for it. You're not gonna be tapping on my car, putting fingerprints on my car and stuff. You didn't wash the car. They calling this man the monkey or whatever, but they also talk about they want to collab. Lessons must be taught. Lessons will be learned. And this is why I have to leave most of this IRL stuff to the younger guys. Because us grown-ass men ain't with that shit. You are not going to be up on my car. Nope. You're not going to be trying to hop in my back seat. You're lucky that you don't get shot. You try to hop in somebody's back seat, and they don't know you. And then I'll be in the wrong. He was only 14. Well, he should have kept his little ass out my car. Lessons must be taught. I'm sick of this shit. And so many of us are out here trying to be great on these internet streets. And then we got these little goofy kids that just, they want to collab. That's what they say. I want to collab. I want to shout out. You don't even deserve it, bro. You don't. You're being an asshole. You're being a set of dick nuggets, all of which must be disposed of as soon as possible. Yeah. Pop my door open. That's trespassing, and trespassers are allowed to be shot, at least in the states that I've lived in. You step in somebody's house, you jump in somebody's car, you on somebody's property, you are allowed to shoot the shit out of them. Sorry. They call it black on black crime, call it what you want, but I'm telling you, I can't do this with people.
Bro.
So
I'm just ask, you say you want to do content, right?
Yeah.
So do you find it funny to do that
If I
shit?
stream snipe you, bro, you gotta understand, look, I'm clipping.
Like,
if I stream snipe you, don't you think I'll get fans?
That's gonna do the exact opposite. You're dick riding. It's not stream sniping.
Dabo, can I get a picture?
And I'm just asking you politely, can I please have my ski mask back?
Yeah, before he beat your ass.
No, I'm like that. I just give it back.
Yeah.
Dabo, can I get a picture?
I hit it under the car.
Can you get it?
Dabo.
No, you could get it.
Shit not even funny, bro.
Disrespectful.
Man, Dabo, bro, I was never a fan of you, cuz. You all, like, bro, you
Can I get a picture?
Yeah.
Streamer.
Can I get a picture, Dabo?
See, this is the thing. First, they talking about they want to collab. Then he's like, I don't even watch you anyway. I'm just saying, I can't do it. So there's a reason why I don't do certain types of content, because honestly, this crew, I wouldn't be able to not deal with immediately. And then they'll tell me I'm wrong. Why are these 3 teenagers in your trunk, sir? Hey, I was eating my chicken nuggets. They decided to try to hop in the back of the car. And I said, well, if you want to be in the back of the car, I'm going to put you in the back of the car. I thought I was helping out, officer. And I brought them to you. They were trespassing. You're lucky I didn't shoot them in the trunk. But they wanted pictures with them, but then they hating on them at the same time. It's sick. How you want pictures with the person you hate? Are you supporting? What are you? He's like, well, if I got you on my stream, I'm going to get famous. Really? I don't even know who this guy is. But somebody thinks that by messing with him, they'll become famous. And that's where that worry comes from. I can't be famous on my own, so I'll become famous for messing with a famous person. It's a old school tactic. Like smaller rappers will go after a larger rapper and talk shit about them so that it gives them more recognition because of their, animosity towards the person. Not skill, not that you're good at what you're doing. You're famous for being an asshole, for doing something goofy, for taking somebody's life because you couldn't be popular. Well, how about this? Not everybody's supposed to be popular like that. Maybe if you could accept that, maybe you could actually work with this chicken nugget eating dude. Like I said, I don't know who he is, but I'm going to tell you right now, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man. I don't have the patience for it. I've been through way too much in my life to be messing with these young-ass kids that don't know how to act and don't know how to respect. You were disrespecting the man's personal space. You disrespecting his property, tapping on his car, jumping in the car. There's disrespect on so many levels here. And because I'm old school, disrespect will not be tolerated. And if I allow this disrespect to continue past me, I have done a disservice to the rest of the world. So if you come at me with this shit, because like I said, I'm going back and forth with it. I've been talking with a boy about this, and I need to know what I'm getting myself into. And I need to prepare myself for what might possibly happen. And I already know what's going to happen. I get big enough, people start bothering me, I bother you back. But when I bother you back, you'll never forget that I bothered you. And you'll probably never bother anyone else again. It's my hope, because that's my duty. My job is to purge the bullshit. It's a mandate from heaven. If I don't do it, I'm not doing what my purpose is set out to do. That means if you deserve a lesson to be taught, and I know that lesson needs to be taught and I don't teach it, I'm wrong. And I'll be damned if your wrongness is going to have me be wrong. I will be right when I leave this car. I'm going to tell you right now, all 3 of these kids would have had a problem with me. The little one, I'd have picked him up by his pants. And then, of course, there would have been a mother out there. He's a baby. You can't do that to him. Well, tell him to keep his little ass out my car. He's lucky I don't do worse. But we always want to do that. You can't get somebody's child. Well, somebody's child was in the back of my car. So I'm going to treat them like my child, because normally my child would be in the back of the car. So if my child was acting up in the back of the car, you're going to get this lesson taught. Hate me all you want. Discipline is a problem. Respect for authority, personal space, that shit is taught at home. So if your kids are out here bothering people on live streams, like remember the earlier ones, the 14-year-old guys, they smacking a dude in the head, cussing them out. They need to go to school. That's all I'm saying, man. But yeah, I'm sorry. I can't. I need a security team. That's what it is. I can't do this IRL shit without a group around me to deal with some of this, because my responses when I'm addressed, especially physically, if you come in my personal space, all bets are off. I must remove you from my personal space, and I don't feel no type of way about it. I have no remorse at all. None. I was raised like that. Somebody gets in your space, in your face, you put them in another place. That's how that works. It's a rule I live by. Anybody that knows me knows I live by that rule. I'm not a violent person. I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Okay? Just like Tupac said. Be around my car. you would leave with a shot in the ass or a boot to the back. You will remember that you touched my car. You'll remember it. So nonetheless, guys, let me bring it back to my full cam. I'm about to shut this down in a second here. I appreciate everybody that's coming in. Sebastian, thank you for stopping in. But give me a second here. Let me give my shouts. Let me see if there's any other activity I need to cover. Just hold on. I think that's it. That should do. What we got here? All right. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. All right. Oh, that's cool. We got the... Hey, Sebastian, thank you for stopping in on the widescreen version as well, keeping that open. Yeah, I'm trying to do both versions simultaneously right now, which seems to be working. Once we get back to our push, which will be the 13th, Friday the 13th is kind of crazy, but that's when they're gonna start pushing the channel again because I pissed off Skynet. So you know what? Now I know who's listening. Now I know what's up. So y'all done messed up and exposed yourselves by getting on me about that topic when I was just covering a damn news story that said it. I ain't say it. They said it. You didn't cut the news story. You cut me, though. But anyway. So, nonetheless, guys, like I said, this is it's its own problem with this IRL content. It's been a nightmare that I've been watching because I want to do more content, but I'm afraid that I'm going to get pulled into some bullshit. Whether it's somebody's being aggressive or stream sniping or doing too damn much in the background or trying to take my equipment and my cameras and microphones and stuff or break them because they don't like some opinion I may have, expressed on my podcast about Donald Trump or something. I don't have the patience for it. But I'm not afraid of your motherfucker, okay? Y'all don't understand. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker, okay? I'm doing this for your benefit. I stay in the house so I don't have to deal with y'all. Because if I got to deal with y'all, you'll be dealt with. And I'm not talking no gangster shit. I'm talking some realness. This is grown man stuff right here. If you're not a grown person, you maybe you don't understand. We ain't got time for that shit. I got stuff to do. I ain't got time to be playing with you. Because you want to make content or want to be part of my content. No, sir. No, sir. Come around me, you're going to find out. And this ain't no threat. This is saying, let me do my thing and leave me the hell alone. That's all I'm saying. If you have an issue with something I say, come to my channel, put it in the chat. We can debate it on the channel. I can show up on your channel. We can keep this thing digital. But the second you come into my physical space, it's a problem. And I stand on it. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're tall, short, fat, skinny, old, young. I'm not playing with y'all, okay? So anyway, so if you're an IRL streamer, anybody that's in my chat, if you're one of those folks that does a lot of IRL stuff, I want you to really be mindful of your background. First and foremost, my daughter was the one that told me about that years ago. And she's been doing TikTok and online stuff, Instagram, all that for years. So I trust her information. And then once I realized how easy it was for me to find people, I really trusted that information. So if you're out there doing IRL content, I want you to keep doing what you're doing. Work hard, shut the F up and work hard, like Talil said in the beginning of the episode. Because to a certain segment of the world, you're still unknown. Even if you got hundreds of thousands of subscribers on these forums, you'll show up somewhere with people that don't even watch YouTube or watch Twitch content. So they don't know who you are. But then you'll go places where they do know who you are and they don't want you to be great. And those folks are the ones that we need to watch out for. So special shouts to all the folks that stopped into the chat today. Let me give my shouts real quick. Hey, Al in the chat, y'all know I don't play like that. The phrase that I always used, I came up with, is I joke all the time, but I do not play. I joke all the time. Anybody that knows me, I'm joking around all the time. I got funny shit all the time, but I do not play. I don't play about my house. I don't play about my kids. I don't play about my money. I don't play about my family. When I say my house, I mean my family. That's my house. And that's not just where I live. I'm talking about my mom. I'm talking about my dad. I'm talking about uncles, aunts, cousins. You play with them. Play with them Freemans you want to. If I get a call, it's going to be a problem. So we need to stop messing with people. Stay in your lane. Stop swerving. If you stay in your lane, I stay in my lane, and everybody maintains their lane, we can all get where the hell we're trying to go. We can all get to some success and greatness. But if you just want to come in my lane because you don't want me to be able to go further than you, something wrong with you. And there's something wrong with millions of people out here. That's what makes it so dangerous. Can't even go have a good time on the Las Vegas Strip with your wife without somebody walking up to you and shooting you on a live stream. That's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to let it go. Al, when I'm in town, if you agree to go out with me into the public, we'll go together, because they're going to have to deal with something if me and you are out at the same time. We talk about blackness and bigness happening simultaneously. And I'm pretty sure I'll be afraid of Al. I'm going to tell you right now. This family, I love him. But if I just saw him on the street, I'd be like, yo, I'm not messing with that dude. And he's a really nice guy. But even some people will say to me, you always look mean when you walk around. It's because I don't want people messing with me. So I walk around with a screw face on purpose, so they know I mean business. You should do the same. If you always walk around happy and go lucky like that, that's when you get messed with. The guy with the angry look, ain't nobody messing with him, because they don't know what the hell's on his mind. They don't know if he's about to crash out. So I give people that so that they leave me alone. And it's worked for many, many years. But I feel like if I start going out in the world and expressing opinions and having conversations that people might be sensitive to or not like, some folks don't know how to deal with conflict resolution. They're going to swing, they're going to spit, they're going to cuss, they're going to try to throw things, and I ain't got it. I don't have the patience for it. And neither should you. Anyway. So special shouts to my man Al Bond in the chat. Of course, that is my sergeant at arms of the Mod Squad, the Purge Collective, the Stream Warriors right here. We are Stream Warriors. All the guys that's doing IRL content, y'all are Stream Warriors. Keep doing what you're doing, but watch your back and watch your backgrounds, okay? Safe out there. Shouts to IAMZ in the chat. Shouts to Sebastian Polega for stopping through. Shouts to Muzek for stopping through for a little bit. Purple Groovy, of course, is a mod stopping through, helping out to get everything started. And let's see if we got anybody else new in here. V. Sealy that stopped in here as well. My man, the DJ Shell, stopped in there. We're going to be hanging out this weekend. And everybody else, if I missed you, it's fine. It's nothing personal. I just be going through the names real quick, trying to give shout outs. But you make sure you stop back by the Purge of the BS morning show on Thursday. I'll be back with another killer topic for y'all. And remember, if you're not about that real shit, then that, my friends, is the bullshit. And I'm out.